everyone. Welcome to Paranormal Contact.
Hello.
Both of us here today.
Yeah.
It's a miracle. Dave's
It's a shame,
arrived.
isn't it? No work on a weekend. How about that, eh?
So what are we going to talk about today then, Dave?
I think today we're going to have a chat about attachments because recently we both had them.
That's true.
And we just wanted to do like a 15-20 minute video comparing how each of us felt in a certain location. I think you know what the location is.
Oh yeah.
And we're just going to talk about past attachments in different locations, and I'll touch on something before.
Yeah, no, that's a good subject. Good subject. Like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, shall I go first?
You go first. Actually, yeah.
Okay, I'll go first.
Because I generally do not know how Richard felt after North Newton. This is going to be the first time I've heard it.
Okay. So, when we were at North Newton, Dave was in the church and he was doing loan investigation in there. I stayed outside and I did a couple of, what's the word? I was trying to see if I could evoke spirits that I believe are there. I believe there's a tree spirit and I believe there's a water spirit. And I was quite respectful. I left gifts for both those spirits if they were there. I left a gift in the water and I put a gift on the tree. But it didn't take long. I spent most time by the tree. I started to feel really ill, sick. And my first thoughts were, oh, I've picked up a bug or something, you know, and I didn't really connect it to the investigation. I just thought I felt a bit groggy. But I've thought about it afterwards and thought about it more on the day, and I think because I was glad to leave there, I'll be honest. I was glad to get away. I didn't feel much in the church. But during my little bits outside, I really did feel there was something there that possibly felt we were some sort of a threat. And it felt like it just wanted us to go. Didn't want to talk, didn't want to communicate, just wanted us to go. And I think it was making me feel that way to try and make me leave. It was very, very, very odd. Very, very odd whilst we were there. And I know you had experiences there previously, didn't you?
Yeah, so prior to the final investigation we did last week, the time beforehand, it felt... I mean, you see in the episode, you could see how much of an effect it had on me. And I also, on that last prior investigation, wanted to leave there.
Yeah.
Because it felt like something bad was about to happen.
Yeah.
And afterwards, after we left that investigation, just carried on. We just finished the investigation, whatever. Then I started dreaming about North Newton. Mm-hmm. Now my feelings were pretty much the same as yours.
Yeah.
Pretty much. There were certain other different little tendencies I used to, within that 2 weeks. I was having little surges of anger. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Like they weren't like long periods of anger. I'd just say like, for instance, I'd be at work and I'd just have this surge of anger, and then I thought about North Newton.
Yeah.
And then eventually it just kept on feeling like I had to go back, like I was being called back there. That was a reason. Yeah. And these little surges and little thoughts of North Newton maybe being a spirit saying, get back here.
So I've had, it's kept me awake, I've got to say that. I've had really broken sleep since we went there. I've not dreamt about it, like you said you dreamt about it, but it's been constantly on my mind, let's put it like that. Sort of replaying in my head what happened there, why was it? And the tiredness, I don't know if that's because my sleep's been broken. You can probably see now I've got bags under my eyes. I've not been sleeping well since we went there. And I certainly think something there either attached itself to me and came away, but I've done some cleansing for that and nothing's actually changed. So I think it was more that it attached something to me to make me feel like I don't come back, sort of thing. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
I know what you're saying.
But I do want to go back. Ironically, after we said we're not going to go back, now because of that, I will have to go back at some point. Whether we film it, whether we do anything with it, I don't know. But I will have to go back there.
I mean, the last episode's already aired now, so I can talk about this. I mean, I walked out there like with that sense of peace.
Yeah.
Like everything building up to that attachment, or everything that I was having beforehand, it felt like something. I was going back there to set myself up for something really bad to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
And by the end of the investigation, it just felt like maybe it just wanted me to come back to make peace.
Yeah.
Like, because I said I wanted to build a bridge. I didn't mean to upset any spirits in there, so I'm thinking that maybe it had such a strong effect on me to get me back as soon as I possibly could.
Yeah.
To maybe make peace, because I was frightened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of that place, the last investigation. I was frightened, and I don't get scared easy.
No.
And I was frightened.
Well, for me, it sort of proved out what I thought it was last time. I do believe there was two spirits there, and I don't think they particularly wanted to be identified or to talk. So, and it could certainly easily be a combination of things there anyway. Yeah. There could be, normal, if there are such a thing as normal spirits in the church.
Yeah.
And there could be other things surrounding it, which when you get all those energies together, that's why it's such an electrifying place to be sometimes,
The only thing I will say is if we do go back, I will not be investigating because I did make a promise.
That's fair enough.
And I'm not going to break that promise.
I don't think I necessarily want to investigate either. I just feel the draw. I need to go back for my own sanity.
You need to close it out.
To close it off.
You need to close it out. I get it. And that is exactly how I
So it's not something I want to go back necessarily and even try and communicate. I may well go back and offer a gift to those spirits that are there again, and just say, if I've upset you, caused any bad feeling, it wasn't intentional, and I'm leaving you this, and I'm coming away, basically, and just to end it off,
because close it, and we're done, kind of thing. I get it.
So what other type of attachments have you experienced then, Dave?
Well, I have touched on this in the video before, but for anybody that's new to the channel, Grovely Woods was another one.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the first time I went, it was the first proper big investigation I did there, so it would be the third time I went, I think.
Yeah.
And that has an energy which I cannot explain, and for days and days afterwards, again, I dreamt about that place. It was constantly dreaming. I wasn't the only person to have those dreams.
No.
There were 3 main investigators on that day.
Yeah.
And we all had dreams about that. They were slightly different in certain ways, but they were all the same. And my dream was just like, I was just there around that tree. And obviously you've seen the tree.
Yeah.
It's a huge big place. It's very strong energy. And it made me feel very anxious.
Yeah.
Very, very anxious. And again, not angry, but changes of moods very, very quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, with me, I know it's like for you, to get me wound up, you got to do something pretty damn extreme. And for me to flip just like that, I knew there was something wrong.
Yeah.
And that's how it felt. And it's just like a change of emotions. One minute you'd be angry, next minute you'd be upset.
Yeah.
Which is very kind of relevant to Grovely Woods anyway.
Yeah.
Because of potentially what might have happened
there. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm looking forward to going to Groveley again. I mean, the last time Dave went up to Groveley, I wasn't feeling well and I couldn't get up there. But I'm a lot better now. And as soon as the weather gets a bit better, we're going to go up and do a bit more of an investigation up there. We've got a few plans for that place to give that a go. But I mean, it takes me back to before I knew you, where I lived in a house for quite a long time, which we knew there was a spirit in, a child spirit. And when we moved to this house where we live now, that spirit followed us, attached itself, and came with us for quite a while. And probably for the first year and a half that we were here, we continued to have little experiences. So it's not always bad when something attaches it to you. This was just a child spirit. It was quite playful. We used to play pranks and jokes and move things and that type of thing. And it wore off. I didn't feel threatened by it, so I didn't try to cleanse or do anything. And it gradually just faded away after about a year and a half. That stopped. But that's really my other experience with an attachment. But as I said, this one is definitely different. This was something rather than coming with us. This was something that felt like, I'm driving you away, and if I have to follow you to make sure you stay away for a while, I'm going to do that. So so that was a different experience.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? I mean, it's strange how when you're out on an investigation, how easy it is to pick up an attachment.
Oh yeah,
and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
and it is, and we do protect ourselves, but
it doesn't. You're dealing with things unknown in a lot of ways, so you can do all the protections you want. It may work, it may not. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You can't guarantee it. You can be dealing with something stronger than you, and it can basically, whatever you've tried to do might not work, or it might not be that strong, and your protection might work. So it's a bit of a gamble sometimes, but it's fun. We still enjoy it.
I mean, there's always that enjoyment there, but there's always that slight risk.
Yeah.
Coming across one of those negative
energy,
and energies,
and that's what's at that church. I don't think it's necessarily evil. I think it's a bit. It reminds me a little bit of like the grumpy old man. I've got my grumpy old man T-shirt on, by the way. Who lives in the woods on his own, and the kids go and they think he's terribly scary and frightening, but he just wants to be left alone. He's not really that nasty, and that's how I sort of view the spirits that I'm encountering there. I don't think they're evil. I think it's very peaceful there, very tranquil, and they just want to be left alone. And when you try to interact with them, and it's maybe that realization that you sort of know they're there, or you think you know they're there. And it's like, I don't want to discuss this with you. You're making me do something I don't want to do. So
I mean,
you put their back up a little bit.
Well, which is to be fair, that's exactly how it felt. The first time we went to North Newton. Yeah. And we got some pretty decent evidence, to be fair. And we also got an EVP telling me to off. Yeah. Basically. Yeah. I was just like They made themselves perfectly known to us, and they did. Yeah. And they did. But they didn't want to communicate, and we kept on pushing. Yeah. And eventually, it got to the point where I went, you know what? Enough's enough. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to make a point here, hence the reason why I felt like I'd been attached or got that fear. Yeah. Yeah. Because I generally was seriously scared of North Newton last week. Really, really was. And I think that was a spirit saying, look, I'm going to make you scared. Come back, we'll make peace. Line under. And then I think it then tried to make its point to you as well. Yeah. Yeah. Made this point very clear to me. Very clear. Very, very clear. But anyway,
that's really all we've got on attachments at the moment, I think.
No, there was one more which I just thought of.
Go, Dave.
The Abbey.
Go, Dave.
The Abbey.
Well, yes.
I wouldn't say this is an attachment as such, but being affected by a spirit.
Definitely affected by it. Yeah.
I mean, when we did the escape method and I had the blindfold on for about 10-15 minutes after that, I could not see well at all.
No.
And I thought it was just because I had the blindfold on. But even with my glasses on, I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I just could not see.
Well, the top room was the one for me.
Yeah.
That top room where we went in, and there's talk of a suicide there, and we were trying to connect with that, and something just made me feel so angry and pissed off. So
don't I know it?
And I did. I mean, we carried on with that for a while, and I just got more and more annoyed, with everything that we were doing, and
I know this. I'm the poor person that had to edit it.
Yeah, he edited all the good bits out. I leave them in.
No, too much swearing.
Yeah, there was a lot of swearing going on. But it just, again, I don't know. It felt something certainly had pushed me and wanted me either to leave or I don't know. I just felt odd for a while, but it was a good investigation. But we both felt something there.
Both very, very tired.
Yeah,
the day after.
And you know, I think it's been a culmination for me because I am really tired.
I think I just saw a shadow go on the other side of that door.
Right.
Walk past that door.
Okay.
I thought somebody was outside.
Dave's pointing across the room. At the other side of the room, there's a door that goes out into like a little porchway. Nobody can be out there because it's my garden. It's private.
It just looked like there was a shadow.
Yeah.
Going past the door. That was strange. That was odd. It could have been just a trick of my mind, to be fair. But
well, if there's anybody there and you want to come and talk to us, come on through. More than happy to chat.
If something goes flying now.
Yeah. If somebody wants to move something to show they're here. No. Don't think so.
No, I think it could have been just a trick of the mind.
Probably just a trick of the light.
But it just kind of took me by surprise. But no, yeah. You know, like I was saying, back to the Abbey, we were both extremely tired, weren't we, the day after?
Yeah, I think it's built up in me for a little while. I think we've done quite a few investigations. You know, we've been out occasional nights in the week. We try and do something most weekends, and I think the last 2 or 3 have been pretty intense.
Yeah.
And I think we're both feeling it.
Drained.
Sort of quite drained.
Completely worn out.
So we are sort of just steadying things up a little bit for a while, just to get those energies back up, because it does take it out of you.
It does.
I mean, when you get old like me, it takes it out of you doing anything. So, let alone doing investigations, you know. And Dave makes me drive everywhere because he's it just pushes all the time.
No, I do not.
It does.
I do not. I do not. That's a lie, and you know it. Like, oh my god! I mean, even if, no, my little car can't take it.
He abuses old men, basically. I think that's what he's doing.
I do not. No. That's a lie.
No, we share everything. We do. He does his fair share of driving, really. So I'm only taking the mickey.
Well, you do. No, you do a lot of driving. I always offer.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it's cool. I'm only joking.
No.
Don't. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed our little chat today. I think we've covered off most things now, do you think, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, everything's pretty much at a close, especially with North Newton and everything like that. Covered everything like what we were going to talk about.
I think if we do go back to North Newton and I film it, it's only going to be a very quick short, just show him what I'm doing, probably a 5-minute video, something like that.
Just say like a closing out kind of thing.
Yeah.
There won't be an investigation.
No, but I might just film that and put it out there just as a short or something, just for my own peace of mind. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed our little Saturday morning chat.
Yep. Hope you have.
And we'll probably do a few more of these shortly, now that Dave is available.
Well, I'm getting there. I'm coming out of winter now, so...
Yeah. Yeah.
But the downside is this is busy time.
Yeah,
Soon, so
yeah. Soon be grass cutting.
next week.
Yeah, there we
Not
go.
next week, the week after.
Yeah. So it'll be off again. It'll just be me here on my own in
I'll
the
be
morning.
more available.
Oh,
I will be more available because I won't get called out.
Yeah. Yeah. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It all helps. We're just, you know, we're trying to put our stuff out there and get people interested. We hope this sort of thing is of interest to you. We try and watch as many videos and things as we can, but sometimes, as I'm sure you're all aware, you know, time gets in the way, and we don't watch as many other people's videos as we would like sometimes.
I'm guilty for that. I've just been so busy.
But it doesn't mean we're not interested in what everyone else is doing. We're very interested. It's just, I'll be honest, quite often I'll stick a YouTube video on at night just before I go to bed. And I'll get through 5 minutes and I'm gone. Boom, just flat out. So when I say I watch it, I've got the first 5-10 minutes and then I'm out of it. But we do try. If I get a bit of spare time sometimes, if I'm sat having lunch at work, I'll flick somebody's video on and just have a watch through. So we do enjoy everything that everyone else is doing out there as well, as much as we can.
Yeah, I mean, it's just time.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, busy and...
Yeah. And we know you've probably all got the same thing, and we appreciate everyone who takes the time to watch us. So thanks very much, and enjoy the rest of your time.
See you later, everybody.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.